what they consider niggas be special, man.
Because they jealous.
Because in the eyes of these nations, we supposed to be just, you know, saying buck breaking, buck dancing, basketball players, you know what I'm saying, artists. But when it comes to saying that we're actually holy people, oh no, that's a problem.
But just the fact that we can do all those things and you have talent, that should prove it.
Right. That's why the scriptures say they only consult to cast him down from his excellency, because we bigger than being all this entertainment bullshit. This is where the real excellency and glory comes from. These scriptures.
And in their spirit, they know we're the Israelites. They know that.
Yeah.
They just have a hard time accepting it. But they're gonna have to accept it because they're gonna get that slavery stumped down their damn throat.
Yeah, rod of iron.
That's how you know the Lord is beautiful, man. Because we're still glorified in the curses.
That's right.
The scriptures in Deuteronomy 28th chapter.
That's right.
Verse, I think you want to get that, bro, in 45, I believe, and 46. It says, all these curses shall be upon thee, and thy seed as a sign forever.
Right.
So even though we getting our ass kicked, and they looking down on us for getting our ass kicked, because we're so oppressed, we can't be those people. But the Lord set it up so beautiful. That very act of us being down is the evidence of us being those people.
That's it. That's it.
Y'all ain't going through that shit, man.
Yeah, ain't nobody else is bad.
Y'all can't take the pressure of the shit we go through. Y'all off yourselves.
Yeah, come.
The only reason why y'all got flies swarming around y'all ass is because y'all a bunch of filthy ass humans.
Yep. Ethiopian women ain't out of order. I mean, she Americanized, but a majority of them, they Islamic.
Cover their heads and shit.
Come.
Right. This is, Deuteronomy 28 and 45 says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
What does pursue means? Come after. Your curses come look for your ass, man. You try to play hide and seek with it. They're gonna find you under the curses, gonna look under the bed. There you go.
Which one of y'all ass straight?
Yeah, it says, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahawah.
Oh, it said also pursue thee. Means chase your ass.
Right.
This is why shit happens to you out the blue. So we can't have no peace. We think this shit's going good. Got a new job, new whip. Bam, whip go down. Damn, job go down. Out of nowhere, it just rotates in cycles. You can't escape from that shit.
They don't go away. We got nigga breathing 12 dogs in one bedroom apartment.
Yep.
Flies and shit in front of your house. Nigga, retarded niggas live across the hall. Who the fucking curses, man?
Yep.
You heathens dealing with peace. You ain't gotta worry about a nigga kicking in your door at night.
Right.
Like, if this guy lived across the hall from me or next door to me, I'd get more harassed by my own people before he will. Jake won't even fuck with dude.
Right. Go ahead, bro.
It says, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever.
For a sign, man. So all the what Christians like to refer to as generational curses. That's the curses of the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
And you can identify, you can even kind of somewhat pinpoint your tribe based on the curses that you go through that follows you and your father. You go through shit and your father's gone through the same shit and your father's father gone through the same shit, you can identify which tribe you are, man. Because there's specific curses that the scripture literally lists. Gives you a chart of what the fuck's gonna happen to you, systematically.
That's why in Ezekiel it says, then you shall know I am the Lord. We know the Most High real because the way our people is. The way how fucked up this situation is.
Right.
That's proof in itself.
Yeah, you can't say the Lord ain't real.
Right.
Cause you can't be the people so low and still, oh man.
Right.
Yeah, let's
a lot of y'all Jakes, y'all take the ideology too from the zodiac shit. And you're able to pinpoint, that makes sense. I gotta be of this sign. You know? Because if you take the same energy and apply it to the curses,
right.
Did you find out the righteous side of that?
Yeah, they'll do that. Yeah, fucking dummies.
Y'all brothers ever heard of the people in Yemen called the Al-Agam?
No.
When you look at them, they're the bottom of Yemen. And when you look at them, they look like Jake. They're darker skin. They're also called Yemen's untouchable. You know?
They're the ones they trying to expel.
Right. Constantly going through the same curses, you know?
Yeah, they're the ones really starving out there.
Right.
Talk about all the shit happening in Yemen. Yeah. They getting fucked up the most.
Right.
Everybody.
That's
what
what
knows that.
We brought up when you read that part again where it say they gonna pursue thee.
It says Deuteronomy 28 and 46. It says, oh Salakia. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come up on thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee,
Right.
till thou be destroyed.
And we know through the Spirit that our people is scattered across the whole four corners of the earth. So even in that estate, even if you're not here, you still catching hell, bro.
Right.
If you in Yemen,
It's gonna fall to you.
it's some Jake out there in Russia. He a Jake, but he just got all kind of bad things happening to him. He don't know why.
Right. You know, for another thing too with that, the scriptures don't give you a visual of what each tribe looks like per se. But one thing you can identify is by the curses.
Conditions.
It says specifically the curses shall be upon thee for what? Of all things, that's the one part where it says these are upon you for a sign. So regardless of what you look like, this is how beautiful it is. This is how we're able to identify who an Israelite foreigner is. Because we can have a Jake that's over in the Philippines, such as Pacquiao.
Catching all kinds of hell.
That's a nigga, man. That's a Jake all day.
Pacquiao, hell yeah, Jake.
And he probably an Israelite.
Yeah, I think he was. Well, I didn't even look at him as I just thought he was a big head Mexican.
Right.
Black man. He's a Jake. He go. That's the only nigga I know. That's how you know it's spiritual. That's the only nigga I know that'll do some Senate shit. He'll go box and be in church the next morning. He'll be cleaning church after a fresh knockout, bro. He just get knocked out and that nigga be in church.
Lumped up.
Jesus, bro.
Lumped up.
The fight, he got me, you know.
And they always got the heavy zeal. If you know those Jakes, them Israelite foreigners, whatever country you go in, they always got that heavy zeal. You know, they always got that strong Christian faith to some extent.
And a lot of them Filipinos are Jakes. A lot of them are Jakes.
Yeah.
Like that dude, Tony Jaa.
I think that whole
Tony Jaa is Jake.
all of them. I don't think all the Philippines. I think most of them, all of them Jake down there. They act too much like niggas over there.
When I
The
was in-
women are out of order, bad as hell.
When I was in New York, I had a lot of Filipino chicks out there, man. They would always gravitate towards me and to Jakes in general.
Right.
And you had Koreatown, you had different quote unquote Asian ethnicities, but they would always gravitate towards
They act a lot like
Jake
niggas.
Them
neighborhood.
the ones that,
A
yeah.
lot of the cultures is like.
Them the ones that like Jake. But them purebred goops, them the ones you see with Esau.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them purebreds, man. The ones that eat rat, donkey meat and shit.
Yeah, bat suit.
And you look at their oppression too. The oppression is similar to Jake's over here in the hood. How they get fucked up over there. They all in poverty, but they crazy fucking talented. Them little niggas over there can hoop, man. Over in the Philippines.
That's how them niggas make rice out of potato chip bags, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Go ahead.
You have one? This Deuteronomy 4:27, just speaking on the foreigners. It says, and the Lord, well, let's start at 26. Deuteronomy 4:26. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. And we know Jerusalem, Israel, that's supposed to be the headquarters of all Jakes, man. And that's what it's gonna be in the kingdom. Cause no matter how far Jake get in this universe, we all gonna come back to Israel 3 times out the year. So that's the headquarters. But it say, and the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of man's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Notice Jake be all in them religions, man.
Yep.
Like wood and stone. Jake's heavy into that Christianity, all these different religions. Jake is the only one that will bypass their true heritage and be everything else. That's another sign.
Yep.
Pan-African niggas, man. Them are niggas, man. Bobby Hemmett, Polite may be a fucking Hemite. Shaka Amos.
They go hard for that shit.
Yeah. What's this nigga's name? Sarnigga. All Israelites.
Yeah.
I think Sarnetta is a Manassite, man.
Sarah Sudan Seti,
Sarah Sudan Betty.
Young Pharaoh, all these guys. Y'all was raised up in the curses.
Right up.
They was in
Them
them
niggas
shit.
out in Harlem. They right in Harlem in the hood.
Yeah.
promoting that black unconsciousness shit. That's Jake, man.
That's supposed to relate.
You ain't gonna have no goddamn Ethiopian talking about some black conscience. I mean, you know, he's an African, but you ain't gonna have no Ethiopian talking about, oh, well, I'm Asian or some shit. Only niggas do that.
Yep.
Since when do the fucking Africans identify with the group race? But Jake
Never. Yes.
You
Yes.
ask Jake, Jake can tell you that he's fucking Bruce Lee, man. But
Yeah,
Bruce Lee was a Jake.
He's a Buddhist.
Yeah. Got beads on and shit, praying to Buddha, got the incense going, talking to spirits. That's Jake, man.
But you'll have an Israelite foreigner, you know, you have Jake in Arabia or somewhere. He'll wake up and believe the truth more than a nigga that's up in Harlem and seen the apostles. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Paul went to the Israelite foreigners, man, because the circumcision, them niggas they too high and mighty.
God.
It took a real miracle to wake them niggas up.
Yeah, because I noticed I seen that video that was going on Instagram. They was uploading these. They might have been Filipinos. Spirit. They were teaching the name of YAHAWASHI.
I seen it. That dude was going hard. He like,
I didn't say what the fuck he said, but as soon as he said Yahawah,
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
heard it.
oh shit! Then he had the whole Paleo Hebrew on the projector and shit.
He had that box ass fade and shit. He had the shirt tucked in.
I'm like, damn, that's a spirit, man.
Hey, give me that in Ezekiel 36 when it says the Most High part our land among the heathen. You got something up? Go ahead, bro.
This is Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as a burning fire.
They said he had dog's hair.
Pure wool.
Pure wool, man. Nigga hair, as y'all call it.
Like dude was trying to walk off and say that the Israelites didn't have the textured hair like kinky and shit. But kinky, that goes back to being having wool like texture of your hair, and that's what the scriptures describe. The creator of the universe, man, having woolly hair, quote unquote kinky hair.
Even the Puerto Ricans, even the Northern Kingdom, they got woolly hair.
Yeah, they all did.
Shit is thick as fuck, especially the damn Ephraimites. Because you got different textures. Like you got fine gray, you got coarse hair. They more on the finer side with the hair because the colonization, but they still got real thick hair, man.
Look at Bruno Mars. That nigga rocking an afro right now.
Yeah. What's this nigga's name that do the painting shit?
Bob Ross. He's a Gadite.
Yeah, he got that fro.
Yeah, I think Apostle brought out his father was Gad.
He be painting the shit out them pictures, man. I'm like, yeah, he gotta be a Jake. Got the beard.
Well, he be narrating that shit too, man. Yeah, that shit be funny as hell.
You say you want Ezekiel 36?
Cloud over
I got
there.
a precept too.
Oh, yes,
He's
sir.
got a happy little
It's the book
cloud
of Song of Solomon 1 and
by
5.
himself in the corner right now.
It says,
Like that nigga Jimmy Swagger, I can stand whatever I want. I have an old Jimmy Swagger, man.
Probably died.
it's the Song of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black but comely. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
That black is comedy, man. Comedy is something that's gorgeous.
That's right.
You look at our people, man, when they ain't in a messed up state, we have a beautiful race of people, man.
Right.
We diverse.
And if you look up the curtains of Kedar, they were very, very extremely dark brown in color. So he's talking about, that's a modern day term. Don't you say black and beautiful? I am black and beautiful. Don't you niggas say that?
And that proves
Same thing.
That proves that Ishmael was black too, man, because I think that was one of the son of Kedar.
His son had that name.
Kedar.
Dark skin.
That's a brother Kedar Shabbat.
It's Ezekiel 36 and 22. Therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye had profaned among the heathen, whither ye went. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord, Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes.
Right, and that's what's happening right now. We're raising up, we're standing on our feet, because the next chapter goes into us as being an exceedingly great army. Now they're seeing us come out here on the highways and the byways, and they're seeing us compel our heritage, man. That's why he came and he looked at the sign and said, what is this? And he was kind of confounded because he didn't know that we knew a lot about his history. So he was like, oh shit, these niggas actually know a little something, bro.
Verse.
So these other nations, they come out and they see that. They know who the children of Israel. You got nations that's blatantly saying, oh yeah, y'all the people. Esau knows this. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 36:24. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. Then
now if we okay, read that again, bro.
Yeah, Ezekiel 36:23. And I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord, YAHAWASHI, when I shall be sanctified and you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and bring you into your own land.
Right, so my thing, if we wasn't the people, why he got to take us back there? Because if the people of the land was already the people, why the hell do we need to bring them back to something they already still there? That cuts that. So like we said, that whole philosophy BS, man, you can even look at them and tell they a bunch of damn Hamites. Now, I'm not saying you ain't got Israelites among them, but overall, Esau used that term to try to offset you people to say, yeah, we do have black Jews over here. We got black Jews, but then we got white ones too. Hell no. That's bullshit. Because if you understand culture and you understand how seeds mix, why don't you have Latino-looking Jakes over there? Why don't you have Native American-looking Jakes over there? But instead, you just got Africans or black and then white people. No, man. You're supposed to have a diversified of people over there.
Yep.
You gonna say that?
That's why it says gather you out of all countries. Because it's Jake looking like everybody, man. But just a couple more verses just to prove this is a future prophecy. It says, then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean.
And I ain't talking about a bucket of fucking tap water, nigga.
Yeah.
Right?
Some Aquafina.
Yeah.
Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart of your flesh, and I will give you a heart of flesh.
And you can tell that didn't happen yet because, hey, Jake is still wicked.
Still going off, right?
Jake is wicked as hell, man.
So we still have yet to be gathered out of all nations.
Yep. Let me ask y'all brothers something.
That's right.
What, just this week alone, have y'all seen Jake do some wickedness?
Yeah.
Just this week alone?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jake doing some wickedness, man. Jake doing wickedness right now. So that prophecy ain't come to pass yet.
Right. Because they supposed to be perfect.
You seen a nigga do wickedness this week?
Sure.
Why ain't the JEW? He's supposed to be perfect. If he was the man, he's supposed to have a new heart of flesh.
Yeah, if he was the dude, you wouldn't have Pink City up there.
The Lord's supposed to deliver him into that land.
It's supposed to be peace. They should be talking about reinstating the draft for women.
Yeah, God.
Because now women getting ready to be drafted. Now you so-called my life, my moments, roll the quality bitches out there. Now your ass is finna get a rifle put in your head and see what you can do. All you OnlyFans thoughts, hey, they finna send you right over there.
Yeah, they about to shut that down.
Yeah, they finna shut it real down.
Because they about to say you can't have adult content on OnlyFans now.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt a lot of bitches' pride, man. So now they gonna be on that streetwalker shit.
I'll be reporting their ass.
Yeah. I'm snitching. I'm flagging everything. Bitch, you show a toe, I'm flagging it. Should they do it to us?
Kind. Yeah, kind.
That shit about to go down because not everybody cares about toes. They on there looking some titties and some pussy.
Yep.
Some ass.
Yep.
So the other adult content going down, your profitable content going down. So all you dumb ass bitches, you took all that money and you weren't smart with it, but you ain't supposed to be smart with it, you fucking hoe.
Well, you know what?
I ain't starting no businesses behind that shit.
Well, you know what? Apostle Ramlan did a video titled "Simping It Ain't Worth It." The simping, you simps, you beta males, you're the primary reason behind why these hoes are so fucking proud, man. You niggas are blatantly get disrespected. I've seen videos when chicks stepping on dudes, but they spitting on them, and this dude is just sitting there like a damn man, bro. That's the most grotesque shit in the world, man. You niggas are that goddamn sex deprived to the point you let a woman step on your nuts and spit in your face, and y'all get off to that shit. That's immoral, man. Oh, bitch doing mukbang videos. Y'all remember that bitch Gazelle? She She used to take a bath in a cereal and a milk, and she did the hot chili pepper challenge and shit.
No.
Mukbanging, yeah. The bitch was literally taking a bath in Cheerios, man.
Niggas like that shit.
And niggas sitting back getting off on that.
Fucking
on
mama's
this damn
boys.
demon, man. That's why the Most High getting ready to kill 2/3 of you jakes out there, deservingly so.
That's right.
Go ahead, man. What you got on
That's it, yeah.
Bring it up.
Ezekiel 37:16. Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel,
Isaiah 3,
his
bro.
companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph and the stick of Ephraim, for all the house of Israel and his companions.
So this is for you all, you butthurt demons out there, the tribes, all right? That's future prophecy. Well, was Ezekiel walking around with a sign? No, nigga.
Right.
It's symbolic for the future.
And Pastor Hard say we didn't just wake up one day and decide to be Israelites, man.
No, man, it's spiritual.
It's prophecy, yeah.
Prophecy.
Right.
And the thing of it is, Ezekiel didn't need the sign then because all the tribes was able to identify them. The northern kingdom knew they was in Assyrian captivity. The southern kingdom knew they was in Babylonian captivity.
Right.
So we didn't need no fucking sign then, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But if you want to say that Ezekiel did certain things, it's symbolic certain prophecies, like when he had him to eat shit, or like when Isaiah had to walk around 3 years naked, or when Ezekiel had to shave his hair and cut it, and then he had to burn a third of it and scatter a third in the wind, representing the 2/3. He did certain things the Most High had him to do to show the prophecy was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
See, Jake don't think like that because they're not spiritual, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Got it, bro.
Oh, it says, and join them one another to one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And that basically represents all the tribes being on this stick together, because we were once divided. You had the southern kingdom and northern kingdom were divided. Jeroboam took 10 of the tribes when he broke off and created the northern kingdom, which were two kingdoms that warred with each other for hundreds of years, right? After they even split up, they were still warring with each other until the northern kingdom was taken away captivity. So that means the Hispanics and Native Americans and all that, they were separated from the rest of the tribes, which represents Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That was the ones remaining. But now we in the point where the tribes are coming back together because the northern kingdom came over here to America first after they departed from us in the Middle East. And then we came here after the fact, southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, during the 1500s, 15, 16, 1700s in slavery. And then we were joined back together here in this kingdom. And Lord raised us up from this point now to where we have the knowledge itself. We're spreading this information that all the tribes are coming together. That's why it says Judah and his companions and Ephraim and his companions. Because we have to let the tribes understand that we're no longer separate anymore. We're no longer two different people. Like Esau always try to break us up into two different categories. You got the blacks and Hispanics. You got blacks and Native. No, we all are one. We're all Israelites. We all come from Jacob in the Bible.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're so linked together on so many statistics. You know, they always try to say, okay, black and Hispanics, they're suffering the poverty the most. The black and Hispanics, they got this and that going on.
Incarceration.
All the black and Hispanics, they're the least on the Fortune 500 CEOs. Why is that? Because we're the same people. We're suffering the same curses.
Dummy.
That proves that.
You know what I mean?
And that's a straight cut to them all Israelites are black niggas, man.
Yeah.
They say that blacks and Hispanics make up the majority of the prison population.
Right.
Like I was watching a movie on it's called Dangerous Minds. It came out in '95 with this chick Michelle Pfeiffer. That's when she looked like something. She was a Marine. Her name was Luann Johnson. It's based on a true story. And everybody in the classroom was either Jake or Native American or fucking Hispanic descent. And the Hispanics were facing the same problems. You had other Hispanics get into other Hispanics, man. Just how Mexicans and Puerto Ricans or Cubans and Puerto Ricans hate each other. It's the same goddamn way on how Jake hate Issachar. Issachar hate Jake.
Yep.
You got fucking Jamaicans that hate the American Negro, man. They look down on him.
Well, remember you said you knew that Benjamin at your job, he didn't really like Levites like that.
Nah, bro, this nigga wanna fight me, bro.
Right. Esau's the one that caused a lot of that shit, man. Esau systematically put you people against one another, especially you so-called Native Americans. Y'all had tribes all over this fucking continent.
Oh, kind,
he
bro.
strategically went to each tribe and said, "I'm gonna give you some more money to help you take over this other tribe."
Yes.
Y'all was already getting into it a little bit, fighting over land and shit and the hunting grounds. So he just capitalized off of that.
That's the spirit. I
That's
read
why
that
you
in the
got
book.
Puerto Ricans hate Mexicans and shit too, man.
Yes.
And Esau created all that bullshit. That's
Yes.
y'all was all on one accord.
Well, that's how he was able to set up people to like, what's his guy name? What's his name? Bull, a sitting bull. You know, Geronimo. A lot of those Apache Gadais got taken down because divide and conquer. A lot of times Esau, he wouldn't just go in there and get the chief. He'd set up a snake, a guy right in his platoon and kill him, man. Because really the Gadais got, honestly, they got taken down from within. Esau was the catalyst, but it was other Gadais against Gadais, because if you really look at it, according to the Gullah War, Jake really freed themselves. Esau really never fully got a stronghold on us, man.
That's right.
They didn't really start taking us down until they started setting up policies, and then when the Civil War and shit started, that was able to offset because he was farther to divide Jake. Because you had one Jake fighting for this side and Jake fighting for that side. So it was really Israelites helping him take down other Israelites. He couldn't do it on his own.
That's what I was getting ready to say, because you took the words out of my mouth. Because I was like, you know, you had smallpox, you had the Gatling gun. That ain't really what did the numbers.
Man,
It was turning Jakes against each other, man.
because they didn't know the land like that.
Yeah.
Esau didn't know how to get here, how to get there.
Right.
They had Gad show them the way, because you know that's their land. They know the back ways, the roads, the trails, all of that.
Yeah.
That's why when they
Like
go
Lewis and Clark,
Yeah,
they had
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea, the Gadite woman, to help them track.
Yep.
All that shit,
Fuck
man.
her.
You go through that American wilderness, man, up all the way through where he traveled, like Colorado, Wyoming.
Can't-
That's fucking wilderness
It's
out
wilderness.
there.
You
bro.
can't find your way
Ain't
out
no way
there.
you can
Can't.
Get lost
fucking
quick.
Edomites.
Die,
It's
man.
off trail, yeah.
Them
Right.
coyotes come and eat your ass.
They have
after a
bears
few
out there
days.
too, man.
What's up,
That's
man?
right. Yeah, see what it was is Esau capitalized off of 2/3 nigga behavior.
Yes.
We knew that 2/3 niggas love shiny shit and gold, and it was greedy motherfuckers that was about fucking another nigga's bitch. And he took all that mentality
adultery in there,
and capitalized on it. Yeah, because you had them Gadites and shit, and Northern King walking around here butt ass naked, man. That was all.
Tripping.
They got to that
They
point
say
where they
sex
were adopting that Assyrian behavior, big time. That's where you get all the animal worships and shit. They worshiping the wolf, the bear. They come from Assyria.
Oh, they was sacrificing people. That's. I
Yeah.
mean,
What's up, man?
it's more like in them Kushites out today, but it was more like on that movie Apocalypto. They was sacrificing dude, ripping his heart out.
Yep.
That's
And,
why the Lord visited their ass at the end of the movie in the form of the he visited them.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, that act goes directly to the Assyrian Empire. If you look it up.
Well,
Ripping out the heart, everything. Everything specific about that comes from Assyria.
Yep.
That's why they got taken down, man. Because they was partaking in them heinous acts. That's them out.
It's Jeremiah 50:7. It says, all that found them devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahawah, the habitation of justice, even the Lord Yahawah, the hope of their fathers.
Well, they say that in the Mormons say that, because the Mormons say if you have dark skin, you have the mark of Canaan. They say you deserve to be put in slavery because you wicked.
Well, I got a precept. This is Zechariah 11. Wasn't more on it.
That's it.
Zechariah 11:14. It says, "Then I cut asunder my other staff, even bands, that I may break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel." So that's
You had the Buffalo Soldiers, which were American, African American recruits that would fight for the U.S. Cavalry, and they were instrumental in taking down the Gadites of Texas, man, the Apaches and
they lived among them. They knew.
Comanches. They fought wars against them because that's the only way Esau could have conquered them, was using our own people.
Today, same thing today. Bloods and Crips, GDs and Moes,
Right.
Vice Lords,
Yes.
same shit.
Now,
Big
if you-
time.
If you look at it as a whole picture, if it wasn't for the curses of us having to go into slavery and captivity as punishment, we would have obliterated these motherfuckers, man.
Yes.
Jacob is just crazy talented, bro.
But just look at the Gullah
Wars. We invented every single form of martial art that's out there. All that shit, man. There was no way in hell them crackers been able to come over here and did what they did. That was a spiritual thing. We're just a physically stronger people and mentally. But it was a curse. It was a punishment that the Lord allowed all that to happen.
The Lord had to tone us down. Because even through the curses, they was still kicking ass. The Lord like, I gotta tone these niggas down.
Right.
The Lord had to help Esau. Like, man, I don't know. Like, Esau, you ain't got it, bro.
Yeah, man, he was nice with that bow and arrow.
Right.
Also, riding horses.
Look, see it?
Sling, yeah, kind of.
He on the side of that motherfucker like this.
Bro, a tomahawk, hey, he'll take you out 30 yards away, man. He'll chunk that bitch and split the back of your head open, man.
Right.
Show the one, bro.
Do y'all have frankincense in there?
Hmm?
Y'all have frankincense in there?
What you mean? Do we have it? Like,
Yeah.
for
In
sale?
Yeah.
Nah, we don't sell it. But, why you like it?
We've been looking for something.
Yeah,
It's some stores.
yeah,
It's a store on Main Street. It's called Fragrance World. They sell it. And then there's another one around the corner called Phoenix Herb Shop.
Phoenix Herb Shop, they got some good ones too, man. They got some good Egyptian musk too.
Why you say shalom? You know about the Bible? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Y'all you know you Israelite, man? Yeah. What's up?
Fourth tribe, say Judah. They keep studying, man. That's what we up here for.
Y'all be watching camp? You watching camp and stuff?
Go to the camp.
What camp?
I used to go to the one in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you watching brothers on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I watch y'all. I watch not y'all, but people on YouTube. Yeah.
Who you watching?
I mostly go to Yakeli and Yaki.
Start watching GMS, bro. Great Millstone. Watch Great Millstone. You're gonna get the truth. The 100% truth, bro.
Right.
You'll learn a lot. You watch Great Millstone.
Yeah, it's good that you know the truth in your young age, though, man.
How old are you? Like 14? 16?
Yeah, that's good, bro. That's a blessing.
But, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You know the truth, you gotta do something with it.
Right.
It's more than just knowing. You know what I'm saying? It's more, because you got a lot of people that know they're Israelites, but they're still wicked. And if you're still wicked, that's worse for you, because now, in fact, you know your heritage, you gotta repent. You gotta keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. First thing first, you gotta stop eating the headline, but that's off according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Now, you're young still, but you're over the age of 12, you're held accountable, under the law.
Yep.
So you gotta, that's why I say watch Great Millstone, you'll learn a lot, bro. Yep. But yeah, you can check out that Phoenix Herb Shop. They got some decent stuff up there. They got frankincense and myrrh. They got Palo Santo up there too. Yeah. Go.
Sorry, go turn off the scooter.
What you got up?
Ezekiel 37. Go ahead. It says, and when the children of thy people, Ezekiel 37 and 18, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, will thou not show unto us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribe of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in mine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they have gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king unto them all. There shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all.
And that's yet to occur. Has the JEW established a king? No.
Hell no.
No.
Just let him tell it. You're supposed to be queens on the throne.
Yeah.
Queens. You know? Give me the book of Isaiah 3, man. We're going to switch this up a little bit.
Okay.
Get into these prophecies too.
We'll start at 1.
You can, but you know what? What's so weird? Because if they know they're Israelites, look at the way this woman is dressing, man. You know, so that's why I say it's a difference between Israelite and the Israel of the Most High. Somebody give me, matter of fact, find the Israel of the Most High, and also it's another one I'm looking for.
Right.
Yeah, it's the Israel of God, and it's
So you know
another
women
relation.
ain't in the truth. Yeah. Women not in the truth. So even if she knows, she don't know shit.
She probably runs that household.
Probably,
with that
he's
man.
the only one that probably knows. Parents don't know shit.
Yeah, you probably make your sons watch and shit, but everybody there on stage.
But shit, to be 16 and to know something, I can't say what he know, but that shows you this thing is growing, man.
Shit, look, Yaquab, he was 12 when he came in. He came in under GMS too.
Yeah, kind of.
So, you know, he grew up in it. That's a heavy thing. You 12 years old and you grew up in this. That's a blessing, man.
It is. It is.
All of us didn't have that opportunity. I mean, we all young men, but shit, we supposed to know this at birth, but we didn't. Like Apostle Tar said, he said we ain't all just wake up knowing we Israelites. It was a spirit that woke us up.
Sure.
You know? Go ahead, brother.
Well, book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, Yahawah, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient.
And that staff of bread is going into the food. Because all this shit, the Walmart, the fast food industry, all is going to be smitten. You're not going to be able to drive and go get a fucking double cheeseburger with fries, man. That's not, the Lord about to shut all that shit down when the chip comes, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it was an article that came out that said that start stocking up on cereal, toothpaste, and all this other shit. Because things are getting ready to go up. Things are getting ready to hyperinflate. Exceptionally.
Hyperinflation.
Like, I mean, it's to the point that a bottle of piss water, the Sunny, is gonna be $20. In some cases, man, down in North Carolina, South Carolina, we had cases of water going for that. I believe that during the time of months ago, man, during the time of when the pandemic came and shit, things were going up. They were selling like Nestle water online for like $20, man. You know? So hey, you Negroes out here, man, you getting ready to catch it. Because, you know, I mean, Lil Jake came up and say, hey, Shalom, you know, y'all got any incense? But he wasn't asking questions or as far as, you know, what doctrine. He wasn't really trying to inquire. He was just looking for, you know, a favor, so to speak. That's not the right spirit to be in. Go ahead, Al.
It says, the captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent order. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them.
Man, bro, I mean, look at now, look who runs the house. Ouch, yeah. You got this nigga Fluky Stokes, Mickey, what's his name? Mickey Conwell. You got this other nigga, Jeff Fort, okay? Yep.
Little K is a baby.
That proud shit gotta stop, man. You know, it'd be good if she get drafted to the military.
She probably want to go. Might already be in.
Yeah, let her go. She probably like all the different rides. That's the only thing you women good for in the military is being fuck dummies any goddamn way.
That's all it is.
You women are fucking worthless in the military.
Yeah, they get passed around a lot. I know firsthand experience. And it says, and I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and everyone by his neighbor.
Hey, ain't that the spirit I was just talking about that earlier? You oppressed by your damn neighbors, man. Like when bro was living at a certain spot, he had to move because Jake was just causing too much problems. Right. Niggas up there fighting and shit. You know, you smell weed. You come outside, why you don't fuck with me, bro? You gotta deal with that shit. You just trying to be in your house in your own comforts, and you gotta worry about a nigga plotting on you, all because you don't talk to him.
Yep.
That's fucking oppression, man.
You stay out of LA, niggas ask you where you from, what you doing on the set.
What you on that? Y'all can't stand on that corner.
That's oppression, man.
You niggas don't own the fucking corner. When nigga own Michigan Avenue?
No niggas on Cottage Grove, man.
That happened to me in New Orleans.
Wicked ass shit.
Happened to me in New Orleans a couple of years before Katrina happened.
Niggas fighting over liquor stores and fast food restaurants and bumpy streets.
That's oppression, man. Read that again.
And it says, and the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable.
Man.
That's today,
They
man.
be acting proud against the ancient. Because they're children when it comes to the understanding of what the scriptures is about. but yet they're still coming against the leadership. That's a part of the prophecy. How ungrateful niggas would come up in the ministry and not pay respect, homage into those that have taught them. That's children behaving proud against the ancient. But I think the ancient goes into Zaquan, meaning the elders. So, hey, everything has to play out accordingly. You're gonna have rebellious niggas come up because that's what was said of old. And that's how we know the scriptures are true. So there's nothing to be mad at. Nothing to be mad at.
It's just prophecy, man.
That's why it says the last part says, and the base against the honorable.
The base. That's why you got niggas teach you
Fuck them niggas, man. By the way, I just want to say that. The Sakari, Israelites, you guys ain't gonna get hit with missiles, man.
That's right. You ain't the man of the Lord anyway. You're still talking shit.
Read that part again. You say base against the
Mouth
honorable.
is a toilet,
Yeah,
so.
it says,
But I don't know what else it can say.
that the child shall behave so proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable.
Right. You got niggas they only got 3 pair of jars in they drawer, but want to come up against men that's actually doing, against the truth, like this heathen earlier. That guy's base, man. You know what I'm saying? No salt, no flavor.
He didn't even have to be base. He was just born base.
Yeah, and then during the whole pandemic, people, you got McDonald's workers talking to you funny. Oh, you need a mask on. Come on, man.
Right.
This place is completely out of order.
Everybody, and all of us are considered, all of us in comparison to the work that apostles have been doing for years, we all base consider them. So who are you to come against them and try to tell them that they wrong?
Right.
They done proved themselves through their actions and through this work in this ministry and the scriptures. Sakari, dude, you a base man. You learned out of these men. Give respect where it's due, man. That's that proud shit. You niggas think you somebody because you get a little bit of knowledge and you want to be overly obsessed with that fame and that glory. That shit goes to your fucking head because you wasn't in this thing for the right reasons. That's all you are is a fucking daggerman, and you ain't nothing but a fucking future nigga to be put to death because you're gonna come against the Roman centurions. That's all you are.
Yeah, you see they got guys out there reading scriptures with fitter heads on. I thought the scriptures say, don't prophesy with your head covered off, but that's not the word of God, though. Anything that condemns you niggas, it can't be the word of the Most High.
That's just the Bible.
Yeah, that's the Bible, ain't the word of the Most High. Okay? You keep telling yourself that. So when the missiles come and melt every last one of you clowns out there, you're gonna say, oh, that wasn't the word of the Most High either? Go ahead, brother.
And it says, when a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. And that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen.
Hey, look at Lil Nas X. If that ain't a definition of being ruined, I don't know what is, man. That's completely ruined, and that's the normalcy here, man. What's up?
What's up, man?
What's up, bro? What's going on with you?
Respect. That's me right there.
Yeah.
What are you? What you mean?
Ozone.
Who?
That's Ozone.
I didn't hear him. What'd he say?
His name is Ozone, but y'all call him Judah.
Who? Oh.
Where you get that from?
Yeah.
You said what?
Come again. Speak up.
I
Aslan.
gave him 2 names.
You gave him 2 names?
You?
Yeah.
What authority you
You
have?
have to do that.
I'm Yahweh.
All right, man.
Have a nice day.
All right,
You
man.
ain't even say the name right, bro. Hey, you know what? If you Yahweh,
All right,
go fly
man.
with that cape on, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, this is what we talking about, the base niggas.
Man,
You read
bro.
that.
Right.
Brother.
And he got a damn picnic
Talking about
table.
this
Calvin, like-
Osline.
I'm Yahweh.
He got a
nigga.
boo-boo picnic
Like, what are you
basket
talking
on his
about?
back, man.
Man, you niggas
fly,
gotta
man.
go, man.
That's super niggas.
Hold on, man.
He walked up clean to be a perfect
Hold
example.
on, man.
Yeah. He did it slick, though.
Hold on,
I
man.
didn't hear what he was saying. I ain't hear him. I'm like, what?
Man.
He said, I'm Yahweh. I changed the name.
This is why you niggas gotta get destroyed.
Hey, man. Hey, go fly. Hey, he got the cape on and shit. You got the camera on that nigga?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he got the cape on.
Hey, bro, listen. We would rather deal with a Hamite for 40 minutes
He said Hamite way.
than to deal with a nigga like that.
That might just say
Bruh.
He said respect. He said that's me.
Hey,
Aslan. Nigga, what?
hey, that's what we just read. Verse 8, for Jerusalem
Man,
is
that was an
ruined.
angel. I don't think an angel would come up in that spirit.
That's blasphemy.
That's blasphemy, man.
Yeah, that's
Angels
blasphemy.
don't commit blasphemy.
That's blasphemy.
I gave him a name.
I changed his name.
Yeah, Aslan, that's the lion from Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, Narnia. What the fuck this
What
guy
this guy
talking
talking
about,
about,
man?
man?
He said, that's me.
I'm like, what the hell did he say?
Jake bugged out, man.
Right, but his mental ain't there.
You know, it's funny and it's not funny at the same time.
Wow, bro.
That's a
That's the
spirit.
highlight of the day.
Yeah, Kurt. Go ahead.
You can't
bro.
put
I'm
a
a
goddamn
meditator.
picnic blanket, tied around.
I'm
his neck.
Yahweh.
Nigga, go.
Google, let me get your picnic bit.
I'm Yahweh.
I ain't gonna lie, that was the most gangster shit I done heard all week. That nigga got some balls coming up here saying, I'm Yahweh.
Hey, he can join Sakari though.
Hell yeah, and with the cake.
Yeah, he got a hat on. That's it.
Wow, go ahead, bro.
It says, for Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against Yahawah,
That
to
guy.
provoke the eyes of his glory.
Silly rabbit.
It says, the show of their countenance do witness against them, and they declare their sin is Sodom. They hide it not.
I did not.
Woe unto their soul.
Like Lil Nas X, this little fucking weirdo ass video he just came out with, man. You got niggas popping they ass in the prison showers,
Butt naked.
man. Butt naked, man. Twerking. Twerking.
This is the end, bro. This is the end.
And little kids are watching that shit.
This is the end.
You don't even have an age restriction on it. You can just watch the video.
Yeah, you remember,
You know how you got an age restriction?
Yeah.
They ask you, are you over 18?
Right.
It's not on that video.
and
They want kids to watch
and
that
they show you
shit.
that they know that shit is supposed to be age restricted because they had the, they kind of dimmed down on the privates.
Right.
They show that shit wasn't supposed to be up there. Now, flag that. YouTube won't take it down. I should flag that fucking video, man.
Yeah, report it.
Straight up, I'm gonna report that. That's
Still won't
abuse,
get
Hate speech. Yep.
clown.
That's explicit.
Hey, you know what, Lil Nas X, man, may the Most High save you for the missiles, nigga. All right, you a complete blasphemy. You a complete perverse spirit on our people, man. Like the brother said, we got sons and daughters that blatantly can see that. Every kid know what YouTube is,
That's why I have my sons off of that shit.
and you know that it got over 1 million fucking likes. You think some of them wasn't little kids?
It just dropped today too.
Yeah. That show you the state of an empire. That show you the mentality of the society, bro.
Yep. Folly and great dignity.
Woo.
Even on YouTube, I found out recently you got something called naked yoga on there, and it's basically sanctioned by YouTube. And it's just Edomite women, butt naked, man. They're not getting flagged; they're getting promoted.
But a nigga speak about the C19. Oh, that's considered medical
Right.
misinformation.
Yeah, I
Fuck
think
you,
it's flagged.
devils, all right? Because you know what? We gonna find every last one of you when the Lord raises up.
That's right.
We gonna find you.
That's
I wanna see you
right.
push a button in that day.
We coming for you,
Piece of
niggas.
shit.
Right. You posting all this fucking nasty ass explicit content that should be found on fucking Pornhub or some shit. That's some shit they people go to Pornhub to watch. And you got it publicly on YouTube for kids to see. There's a such thing such as softcore porn too. And that's all this shit is. Naked women and fucking naked ass niggas. That shit ain't supposed to be allowed.
Nope.
But that's the hypocrisy in the society. Shows
That's
you
that lewdness.
things have completely been turned upside down. That's why it's going to be esteemed as a potter's clay. It's going to be broken asunder when YAHAWASHI shot come back.
But
That's
you know,
right.
You know what's gonna be the remedy for that? These missiles. Those right here. Put into all games. This.
It's the equalizer.
This is gonna level the playing field. This is gonna fix everybody's problem.
Yep.
Okay? Because this right here, they said that these joints are hotter than the sun, and they're creating them more. You see the stuff that Russia got? Most High had them to create that just for niggas like y'all.
Right.
Because Lil Nas X, bro, you gonna get the missiles. Like I said in my video yesterday, I will be less than satisfied if you get anything less severe. Anything you get outside of the missiles, I won't be happy with it, man. It ain't even up to me, but that's just the spirit.
Right.
You getting judged in a FEMA camp and getting shit stumped out of you, that's not a fit in destruction. That needs to happen, but the Lord needs to preserve you, man. Because then the scriptures say the Most High know how to preserve the wicked and deliver the godly out of temptation, to preserve the wicked for the day of destruction.
Ooh,
I hope and pray
keep you alive.
that the Lord keep you alive, man.
Just to get it.
But when they shoot them rockets off, they gonna melt your little black ass, man.
I had a quick one. You got one up?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
In Jeremiah 6 and 15. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination?
Abomination. The men with men. Women dressing with fucking yoga pants. That's abomination, man. You know what I'm saying? Eating abomination. Mukbang with fucking big ass lobster, man.
And that's a fucking delicacy now. Lobster, shrimp, crab legs.
But the scriptures ask, were they ashamed? Meaning, no, they don't even care. So what the Lord gonna do? He gonna put severe judgment on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put more judgment on somebody that doesn't get why they get judged. You see what I'm saying? Like you will fuck them up worse because they just don't get it. So they can get it. And that's what the Lord gonna do. Because like if you understand the gravity of your actions, you might get a lighter sentence. Like, damn, I fucked up.
Yeah, you show
I
remorse.
apologize, I'm sorry.
Yep.
But then it shows you that Jake has no shame. All these niggas selling out for the rap career and just, you know, niggas come up talking shit like dude saying he's Yahweh. He don't care. He don't care about that.
Jeremiah 6 and 15. Were they
Leave.
It's like
He's gonna leave and tell someone else the same thing. Oh, I'm Yahweh.
Yeah, bug out on
were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit
Like
them,
a fucking adulterous woman, man. Get on podcast talking about she slept with 50 dudes. She's not blushing over that. She ain't ashamed about that.
That's an accomplishment in this society.
verse 16, Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
They said, hell no. They said, and that's blatantly refusing. Like, no, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't
Jake
want
said,
that.
like, no, we ain't trying to deal with that. We want to stay here in America, man. You ask a nigga, if we was able to show Jake the kingdom of heaven in his glory, like when Paul said that it was unlawful for him to utter the things which he saw, meaning that he couldn't speak on what he seen, he couldn't break it down. But if we had that ability to show Jake the greater good of the kingdom, they wouldn't choose that.
They want to be hand in hand with the white.
Yeah, they say where the
Niggas need to be instantly gratified, man.
they say where the backwoods at.
Yeah. You know, Jake, they don't want to overtake their oppressors, man. They want to be in bed with the niggas. They like adulterous women, man. They like Cottage Grove,
Yes.
Maxwell Street Polish, which I like Maxwell's too. But that ain't the point. They like that wicked shit, man. They like the greediness of the hood. Like the documentary I seen y'all about Chicago when they tore the buildings down, the Robert Taylor projects and the Cabrini. Niggas was sick behind that shit. Like the nigga woman at the end, if you seen it, she was like, she was in a field and she was like memorizing it, like it was an empty field. But she said, she's like, I can still see the towers, I can still see the building. She was like in the spirit, breaking down her fucking condition and was happy about it.
She want that shit to come back.
Yeah, like these niggas was mad they tore them buildings down, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that that's your childhood, but that's a fucked up way. Cause we lived in them shits, you know what I'm saying? That's what we remember, but that ain't nothing to glory in, man.
No, not at all.
You stacked on top of each other like sardines, man.
Smell like piss.
Piss in hallways. Fucking 3,000 goddamn 30 goddamn thousand tenants, man.
Gotta walk the stairs and
Walk
shit.
the stairs,
Elevator
dark.
broke.
Niggas, man,
Nigga, you
it's
stupid.
bad.
Roaches.
Niggas getting thrown down the trash chute. Dope. Kids getting sniped from the roof. The only thing you niggas can remember is goddamn fire hydrants and icy cups, man.
That's how it was coming out of Egypt. They wanted to go. They had the spirit of wanting to go back, and they were in slavery in Egypt, man.
Right.
And bondage.
Yeah, in
Hardcore
bondage, and they still had this fondness for their time living in Egypt, wanting to go worship those gods and shit.
That's why the scripture says Jacob homeborn slave, man.
Said the children of Israel cried out again to the Lord when they were in Egypt, but they forgot. Forgot about that. But you can even speculate that them dudes that was trying to go back, them was the dudes that was getting paid by Egypt. Like you had certain different levels of Jake even back then. You had the bottom of the bottom. You had niggas that was getting paid at that time. So that's like that would have been like niggas like Jay-Z talking about, oh, I want to go back to Egypt. Of course he gonna want to go back.
Wilderness wasn't cutting it. He wasn't used to being in no fucking hut, no tent. Man, what the fuck, man? I was eating good. I had wine and corn. I had incense. Man, I was going to put on shows for Pharaoh. You know, them niggas was cooning for Pharaoh.
Yeah, cooning like a motherfucker.
Some niggas bought their freedom like today.
Niggas was rapping for Pharaoh, all kind of shit.
And them hoes out there. So when he got in the wilderness, man, the fuck is this? What is this shit?
I had one.
can't get to you with this shit. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 30 and 9. Isaiah 30 and 8. Now go, write it in a book before them in a table, and note it in a book that it may be for the time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
That's how you know how deep it is when he said write it in a book so it could be a tie. That means that your blot, niggas gonna remember that you was a wicked nigga, man.
Let that be known.
You know how like you go to the goddamn, it's just like getting a felony conviction, right? That shit follows you your whole life. That's your felony conviction right there. A lot of you Jakes don't realize being wrote in the book, out of the book of life, that's not a noble thing. Now in the kingdom, you know, everything is gonna be forgiven, but you still gonna have that blot. Your kids gonna read about you, and they ain't gonna say, well, he overcame. They just gonna respect the fact off you because you're children of Israel. Your works ain't gonna mean shit. Right. Now nobody's gonna come up and call you a piece of shit or none of that. But the reality of it is, man, you ain't gonna have as much respect and reverence as the prophets.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be at the cool table.
Hell nah, bro. You ain't gonna be sitting up here coming up with the blueprint plans of starting worlds and building things. You ain't gonna be at the table with YAHAWASHI, man.
No.
You gonna hear about it, and y'all gonna be able to see it, and y'all may, you know, get a little here and there. Cause y'all gonna be good. Y'all gonna be taken care of regardless. Okay, the middle, look, y'all gonna be good, but y'all not gonna be part of the design of the kingdom of heaven. Y'all just gonna be citizens.
Yeah, y'all there. But it says, Isaiah 30 and 10, it say, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, but speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Prophecy deceits. And our people, they want to hear deceit. They want to hear everything is gonna be all right. They don't want to hear that America's gonna be destroyed. It's too late. You know, like these women, man, you'd be surprised on how that's that seed, you know. But you'd be surprised, like with the women. Prime example, these women, man, they walk by, they want to act. These women got demons on them, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They got bodies on them. She probably finna
graveyard, more bodies in the graveyard.
She probably finna go to the Marriott or the Suites Hotel and link up with all Amalekites, man, and have a fucking mukbang fest.
It's a little bit more. Isaiah 30 and 11. So they say get.
Right.
Read the last part again. Part before.
Isaiah 30 and 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the
because they don't want to hear what's a sound according to the Bible. Because Jake wants to hear things that please their flesh. Like prosperity preachers and etc. that tell them, oh, you should give me this much today, and next week your bank account will be blessed $1,000.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit, man. They used to say,
Here it is. You gave this nigga $100 a week for the whole year.
ain't shit changed.
You only getting 1,000, but you just gave this nigga like $5,000 over the past year.
Hey, what's that bone
How does that equal out?
Right.
What's that Bone Thugs and Harmony? Ain't nothing change every day. Ain't nothing change. Yeah, ain't nothing changing for you, Jays. Like you remember they used to have those programs with those preachers. They say call a number and they'll mail your ass an envelope with a feather in that shit. And tell me you're gonna get $100,000 in 2 weeks.
Right.
And when shit happens, man, if anything, you bring a goddamn curse in your house.
Right.
You got the black woman talking about, I prayed over my thing, I got 60,000 2 days later. Yeah, right, you ain't get shit.
Shit ain't happening. You won about 100,000. Esau decided to cut a break on.
Yeah.
And then take the shit back.
Our mamas used to do that shit, man. They'll order that shit in the mail, man, for blessings. I'll show you how Jake is looking to get out.
They need something, yeah, they need something.
Jake don't have hope, man. They don't know what to hope in.
They need something.
I remember I used to go in the house, my mother used to have a different candle. She had a white, the green, the red, the black. All got crack of Christ on there. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I go in the room, the white candle was lit.
That's big on Issachar.
I'm like, God damn, yeah, my mom's a Gadite, man.
Yeah, they big on that.
Yeah.
But it says, we're safe